Hello and welcome your faces to another video that I'm extremely excited to share with you, as I've been waiting for this guy for a long time and it finally came in and I'm so excited to share it with you. So let's dive in. Right here, I've got the Scuf Reflex Pro that I am beyond excited for. One of my first purchases always when I buy a new console is to get a Scuf controller because they've served me well and I just find that I have way better control in games, so I highly recommend getting something that's similar to that if you really want to take your gaming to the next level. I chose the Scuf Reflex Pro after I sold my Scuf Instinct, I think is what it was called, for the PS4. Was not a big fan of that Scuf, but I did really enjoy my original Scuf, which was the Scuf One, which is still super old for the Xbox One. I bought it when it first came out, and this guy is still running like a champ without any issues. So let's get this bad boy unboxed. On the front here, we've just got reflex, of course. Nothing on the sides, some information on the sides. So none of that matters. That's not what you guys are here for. Then you open it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Just look at it. Oh, yeah, that's a nice opening experience. Then they've got the little padding on there. And oh, it's so gorgeous. Ooh. Oh. That feels so stinking good in the hand. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A little bit of a nerdgasm going on right now. I'm sorry. I just can't help it. Oh, yeah, that's good. Anyways, let's talk about the colors that I chose because I'm going to be honest, it looks kind of hideous and gross. It cost extra to get a black plate. It was like $10, which is outrageous. So I decided to stick with the stock gray one. I went with the stock gray black too because it was cheaper. Literally everything about this is pretty much stock. I think I paid extra for like the white rings, and I did change the thumbsticks. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and I also made sure to get the grip because I heard that was pretty amazing. So I decided to go with that. But pretty much a bare bones. It is the Pro because it comes with some grips on the side, which is silly. Anyways, did I mention how ridiculously outrageous these controllers cost? Like, seriously, it's bad. Thumbsticks appear smaller than I would have originally thought to my original ones. I guess those are pretty tiny. And if I'm being honest, the shiny black keycaps look a little bit cheap. However, the material that they use for the white is really nice. And then you've got reflex on the side there. And then on the back, you've got your four paddles. That was the big thing that I didn't like with my Instinct for the PlayStation 4, is just the paddles weren't super good. The nice thing about these is I find them to be in the ideal position. So where my fingers come back, it's one of those that I can use the same finger for either one, where I just press or I pull, which is really nice. I like that a lot. That also has the right amount of click, where it's one of those that mild pre and post travel with a crisp click, which I like a lot, and they're not very loud. That was something that I really disliked about my Scuf Instinct. Watch me say the wrong Scuf this entire review. I'm going to go through my editing and look, and it's going to be the wrong thing. Where the thing that I loved about my old Xbox One is that the paddles were perfect, and the paddles are very much like my Scuf One, which I really like. That makes me really happy. The joysticks feel good. Obviously, the rest of it feels like a PlayStation controller. Anyways, let's take a closer look at the actual controller. Enough lollygagging, enough talking. Yeah, I don't really know what else to tell you. That's the mute button right there, power on and off. You've got your normal joysticks. You can remove the plate, which it looks like you dig your finger into here. Oh, that's actually really easy. That doesn't even really take that much pressure. It just kind of pops out, and then you pop that out, and then you would pull that out. I'm not going to do that because those are the sticks that I want, and I don't want to possibly cause any stick drift because I feel like putting a lot of pressure onto that, it causes it to wear out faster. That's also why I like higher sticks, is because I don't hit the extremes as often, causing it to kind of be relaxed with my thumb movements, if that makes sense. Could have absolutely nothing to do with actually saving it, but hey, you know what? That's what I enjoy. So that's really easy to replace, and then you simply put it back on. You make sure that these two little tips go back in, and then it simply comes on. Wow, that was actually really seamless. Very easy. Almost no pressure at all for any of that. and it's back on and we're good to go. Anyways, there's the mic right there. You've got your 3.5 millimeter port right there for your headset or whatever, and then the power button, and then your speaker. You're going to have a little light right here that isn't currently on. Obviously, your normal directional pads, which are nothing different than normal, same with your start or share or whatever, are both the same, and then same with the same trackpad. The triggers are going to be exactly the same as your other thing in the sense of the way that they feel. I say that, but they seem a little quieter and a little smoother, actually, upon comparing it to my PlayStation 5 controller. And then you also have a different... Is that a different cover? Kind of have a... same kind of rubber on the top, but it seems a little bit smoother. And you also have more of like a camo / textured pattern on the back triggers that is not on the normal PlayStation. And then, of course, you've got your 4 paddles on the back, which I, again, thought was in the ideal position where when you're holding it, your normal thumbs kind of come in right there. I'm going to try not to get too far away from my microphone. And if I want to hit the inside ones, I just kind of pull towards me. And if I want to hit the outside ones, I kind of pull away from me with the same middle finger. Didn't mean to flick you guys off there. But so that's nice that I have one. And I can also, if I want to, use it so my middle finger is pressing the 2 back paddles, or I can sort of kind of get my ring finger on both sides too to hit the other paddles, but that's not quite as comfortable. I'd have to get used to that. It looks like it's definitely supposed to have your finger kind of go in there and rest. And then on the back, you've got your 3 profile button right there. I turned on the controller. Anyways, since the controller is on, you've got red, blue. Okay, let's go over my colors because I totally messed that one up. You've got blue, you've got red, and you've got green for your 3 profiles. In order to change a profile, you would go to the profile that you want. So say this controller was on, it's off, so it looks like it came pretty much dead. Or maybe it just auto-paired since it wasn't paired to anything, which would be nice. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. If you want to change the remapping of something, so say that's the green profile, you would go to the green profile, then you hold down the button, and then it will flash up here to let you notify that it's ready to pair, at which point you would hold whatever paddle you want with whatever button you want, and it does include all of the buttons on the device, and then you would press that button again after that to pair it, and then you'd be good to go. I'd show you how to remove one of these paddles, but I'm not 100% sure how to do it, and I want all 4 paddles because I think you're crazy if you don't want all 4. It's just weird to me, but somehow you press down and then you pull and it comes out. I don't understand it. Okay, so I looked at the instructions, which I know it's taboo. You guys aren't supposed to actually do that. Supposedly firmly pulling. Okay, I get it. We'll pull out the paddle, and because I'm here, it says do the inner ones first and then do the outer ones. And there we go. So inner workings is there's a little button right here that presses that button, and then there's a little button right there that presses that button, and then you're good to go. And those can be removed. And then also just let's talk about the rubber. Let's talk about the general finish of this guy, what it feels like. I'm kind of digging the thumbsticks feel really good. It's one of those that there's some good rubber on there that seems to be pretty grippy. And then on the inside, I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but there's actually some camo print in there, and then there's some smooth gloss there. And then on the back for the actual rubber, to charge what they charge for this rubber seems kind of criminal because I don't remember how much it was, but I think it's like almost $30 more. Am I right there? That seems insane. Wow. Okay. It does look, there's kind of like some rubber seal around it, so I can't tell if that's built into the actual plastic mold. I would hope to God for that price that it would actually be all one plastic mold that then has some rubber for it with a hexagon type pattern. So, but if I'm being honest, the normal controller feel compared to like the grips, I don't know if I would say these grips are worth that type of premium, man. That's a lot of money, and I'm not super sold on the grips. Anyways, this is a first impressions after all, so my thoughts could change if I end up doing an actual review. Let's get this guy back in. So I would simply push that in, keep going, I would assume, because it doesn't look like it's there. Okay. Made a little popping. And then that one. Okay, I think I'm good to go. The end of that. Let's look what else is in the box. Sorry, I got really distracted by the actual controller. Open that guy up. Accessories inside. Let's take a look. All right, so we've got a very nice braided USB-A to USB-C cable, which with some nice orange accents. I'm kind of digging it. I'm liking it. Unfortunately, semi-recently, I bought a Control Freak version of it, which is actually really similar. Kind of digging the look of the Scuf a little bit better. However, the cable on the Reflex or on the Control Freak is a little better, and I think it's a lot longer on the Control Freak. I do recommend Control Freak stuff. I've actually really enjoyed a lot. Moving on. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. I'm just so excited. Then it comes with domed short and domed tall, just one flavor of them. So that's kind of frustrating. You would expect, again, for the price, that I would be able to get a little more options. But anyways, I think I also got the raised version of both of these. So I don't get any short versions except one short. So I'm going to be honest. I'm a little hurt and disappointed by that. Again, for the price, seems kind of ridiculous that I have to now buy more of these if I want more. To be honest, once again, I just go with Control Freak's different things because they're cheaper and easier to use. And then you've got your Reflex controller, safety and all that stuff information. So yeah, literally just safety information that nobody actually cares about. And then we've got the rest of it. Yep, support and limited warranty. The part that makes me the absolute most frustrated is that this comes with a 6-month, 180-day limited warranty. Which is just simply not acceptable. You pay... My controller, including taxes and shipping, was $240. To get a 6-month warranty is kind of a slap in the face. Kind of a big, fat, juicy slap in the face. I get it. Stick drift is a thing that a lot of controllers struggle with, that they still have not perfected, and they don't want to go bankrupt fixing up people's stick drifts. I get that. Maybe use that as an exclusion and cover the rest of your controller. I get plenty of people would be upset with that. Or you could come out with something really fancy that swaps all of those parts out, and I'm telling you, you would have gold right there. There's your $1 billion idea right there. Figure out how to fix stick drift or replace it with the same controller. Gold, I'm telling you, gold. But that's, anyways, you probably actually make less money because then you wouldn't have to replace your controllers as much, so they probably wouldn't enjoy that. All right, so I've been testing it out for a little bit now, and I can tell you that it's really responsive, and it's definitely going to take me some getting used to, but I'm digging it a lot. I'm really enjoying it. Definitely strong, good first impressions. Makes me definitely want to game a lot more on my PlayStation. So I'm going to get back to that. So if you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a dislike. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more like that. If you have any constructive criticism, please do let me know, as I am always appreciative of that stuff. Otherwise, I will see you and your beautiful face on the next one. God bless and peace out.